We call them poor. We call them poor.
Ooh, Roku broke out.
People that use fiat currency, we call them poor. We call them poor. We call them poor. We call them poor. There's a name for them. We call them poor. We call them poor. Okay?
Right? Like, the point is, if you have the superior asset, it's going up forevermore. Forever.
Right, I mean, right, but I mean, we can all look Bitcoin sort of as
forevermore.
People that use fiat currency as a store of value, we call them poor. We call them poor. People that use fiat currency, we call them poor. We call them poor. We call them poor. We call them poor. There's a name for them. We call them poor. 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 We call them poor.
Yes, man. Hold on.
what do you
What is
do?
going on, man? What is going on? Hey, Gerald Peters, welcome to the Peters Report Friday stock market check-in with my co-host.
What's up,
friend,
Ethan?
What's up, Jess? How you doing?
Good. How are you doing, GP?
Man, I'm doing good. We're here. Yes. What's up, GP and Jess? The greats are among us. That's nice, huh?
Yeah.
Soon you'll be old enough to be a goat. I mean, the first time I heard that, I don't know why I'd never heard that. Somebody kept saying I'm a goat. I'm like, what? Why the fuck would they? I'm thinking they're calling me like an actual goat.
That's
like,
hilarious.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Because it's relatively new. I don't remember saying that when I was a kid.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah, me neither.
And yeah, I'm smart enough now that when I see something I don't recognize, I Google it without saying it out loud. Like when you see like an emoji thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Because then everyone laughs at you. Like all money in 600. I'm thinking about changing my name to 11.
Instead of full auto?
Yeah, but I'm a play on the 11 part. It's actually 1-1 is what it's supposed to be. And I think I've told you this. When I had PTSD real bad, I'd play online shooter games. When I first got out, they were just starting. And my name was Full Auto on there. That was a nickname from the Army. And somebody already had Full Auto. So, you know, you just put 1-1. That's how a lot of influencers get their name, by the way. It's just some weird shit they did spur of the moment. So then I added the 1-1, which is supposed to be double tap, 2 times to the head. But when the mafia kills someone, you're supposed to shoot them twice in the head. There's no way you survive that. But double tap is too long, right?
Yeah.
So then I just put 1-1. That's a handsome fella. That's Machete, that image there. So then when I was on, everybody go, "Oh, what are you, 11 years old?" Like,
oh my God.
I'm like, bro, who would use their age? Which people do.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I still say full auto 11.
Right.
In my head.
In your head, it's 11, right? So everybody uses 11. What does he call himself? Adam 21, 22?
Uber broke out.
A lot of breakouts happening right now.
Yeah, Rivian, Roku, Tesla,
Right.
it's good stage 1.
What is going on here? let's see.
Yeah,
I ended the one on Instagram. It may be. You remember I've had that before, where it was like interfering with it. So I just stopped Instagram to see. I should have told them to come over here before I did that. Don't you think? I should have, but I didn't. Let's see. We got a lot of people here just saying hi to you guys. Hey guys, if you don't have my course,
Getting started with stock charts.
yeah, they click the QR code, they can get it. And
Yeah, I did that course before the boot camp. It was really good.
I think so. I think it was better just because the boot camp's super raw. I mean, the content is great. It's just super raw. And plus, I think I did it in like 2018 or 19. Like,
Yeah,
think about
and
that.
then
That was 6 fucking years ago, dude. I mean,
yeah, and the good thing about the stock charts course, you already know your stock charts are set up before you do the boot camp.
right? Because
Like you already know the basics.
I do cover some of that, right?
Yeah,
So
it's like a mini money flow course.
it really is. It really could go with the book. That's what I always tell people. It's 12 chapters. There's only 50 pages, but it's mostly video. Click the QR code. It's only $40. If you don't have the money, if you're not really, a lot of people think they understand the money flow. It takes about 2 years, man, honestly. But that'll accelerate your learning for sure. Just hit the QR code. It's on sale today. We'll look at some stocks, man. Let's get into it. I just posted a note on Substack on just the box that's being built here by the SPY. Nice little setup, huh?
Yeah.
It's just a standard garden variety.
We can't see your screen.
Oh shit! Hold on, I gotta add. There we go. There we go. You can see it now, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, the boot camp course was gold, though.
Yeah, the boot camp. I've done the boot camp twice.
It is gold. It's just for me, it's so raw, which is kind of cool in a way, I guess. You can so fancy shit that you kind of kill it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think it depends on the person too. I was watching this one guy's YouTube channel, and he has like 300 followers, and it looks like the set of fucking Fox News. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
he started with the best mics, cameras set up. They built a whole room. Everything is set up for this, except there's no one watching. And so it shows you that just having a fancy setup doesn't mean people are going to watch. And then you got another guy. There's this guy, Franco. I'm going to show you. He does the news every day. And I watch it because it doesn't trigger me when I watch him do the news. Right?
Yeah.
He's in his bedroom. And there's 500 and something thousand people that watch this fucker cover the news every day. And he's in a bedroom. And then you watch, and then there's like less than 200,000 people that watch MSNBC. And they have this whole goddamn studio. And so it shows you, it's like, depending on the person and how you deliver it, you may not need all that. Some don't have to dress up that nice. And then some need to put a lot of makeup on. Oh, that's funny. Nick says, getting started with stock charts is so good. I appreciate that. Also, I mean, some of this, hopefully I'm I try to be an inspiration to people that I don't have a finance degree. I didn't go to YouTube production school. I didn't go to school on how to do a podcast. I didn't go to school on how to write. I barely got through high school, honestly. And it wasn't because I'm not smart. I just found it fucking boring. And I didn't see the point to do it, you know?
Yeah.
So my point to that is, and you know this, I don't know, what year did you start? You didn't start following me to what, 21, 20?
2020.
Okay. And even then, it's pretty much just me and a phone.
Yeah. It was always you and the phone.
Right. But people think they need cameras and they need this and that. And it's like, nah, man, focus on the content first. You can fix cameras and shit later. But now I catch myself at times getting caught up in that shit. The lighting, you know, and then I go watch something like David Fitzpatrick's show. and it's so well produced, and I'm like, what am I doing? You know, like when I look at the two.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, the point to that is, guys, just do shit, man. Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. All right. So the S&P. What was our trade of the week? Let me see.
Um,
Didn't we have Carvana as a
URTY. Yeah, I put it as a Carvana as a backup.
right? And then I think I texted I was taking a small position.
Yeah, Carvana looks good.
Yeah. I had a guy contact me that next morning and goes, man, you sure know how to pick them. Yes, sir. I've been doing it a long time. This is just a chart pattern we're looking at here. This is not me. We know price has memory, right?
Right.
And it's not perfect zones. When you're drawing these things, they're just kind of areas. It's for trend lines and all that. Right there is what got me. We have a doji, you know, and price had stopped
And it's
here.
extreme.
And it's extreme. Price had stopped here before. It's kind of a zone, if you look, because we've got previous high, and it stopped here. So it kind of built out this zone, you would say. So we got the doji. At the time, we want to see the TSI curl and go sideways. That TSI curl confirms the box, the stage one. So you can't have a stage one without the TSI curling.
If it's not curling, it's pointing straight down.
Right there it was, right? So
Yeah.
my point being is like right around in here, we started getting the curl. And then if you notice right around then, what happened? The price got above the 5, right?
Yep.
So count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my God. So that number 4, I didn't make it up. I just looked at chart after chart after chart after chart after chart, stage one after stage one, and the magic happened on the 4th bar, you know? So.
And now today, the MACD flipped over.
Yeah, now we're in the bullish side, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the money flow is just a fractal pattern. Look at this. Look at these. So from one extreme to the next, an extreme to the next, extreme to the next, extreme to the next. What could happen? Extreme to the next. Could be right around in here, right?
You're in it as a swing trade, right?
Yeah, swing trade. I don't put many. This is a good point to talk about. I don't put many growth stocks in my buy and hold. You know, I don't want more than, say, 10% of my buy and hold to be held in stocks that don't produce cash flow.
Right. The income.
Right. Because the only way to truly make money on a growth stock is to continue to add shares. You're not going to buy a one-time allotment of $1,000 and somehow it does something that changes your life. That's not going to happen. So every time the market sells off on a stage one, you're going to add to an Uber. You're going to add to a Meta. That is the only way to make money with them, because you're going to take advantage of that. You're going to bring down, you know, what a lot of people talk about, bring down your price point, but you're going to really build that position. And you only want to do that when it's undervalued, right?
Right.
And then when it does run, you're going to have a big position and you could trim it. There are very few Amazons, you know.
Yeah, did you add to Uber here?
I have a massive amount of Uber, so I have stopped adding. I've been adding for 4 or 5 years now, you know.
Yeah, so you don't even need to add here.
Yeah, I'm not going to add. It would have to get a lot cheaper for me to add. But I spent a lot of time adding, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the only reason I'm making money in Uber now is that the stock market came down a bunch of times so that I could build the share count up. If you can't do that, if you can't get your mind around it, you have to go play with yourself and do something else, man. This is the game. But with dividend stocks is different in that when it comes down, your dividends are
Yield
gonna,
goes up.
right. So you set the dividends to drip. It buys more shares lower. Duh. Like you want it to come down. So I think, and if you have a portfolio of all growth stocks, unless you are an amazing investor trader, you have got to hedge yourself into the sell-off. And you have got to learn to trade to the short side. Otherwise, you will blow out, man. I watched so many people blow out when we had the COVID crash they quit Discord. They all have an excuse, but they just freaked out because all they owned was growth stocks.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean, I remember your account being down pretty good.
Yeah. It was down like 70%.
All right. So Carvana's underway. This is a swing trade for me. I'll probably add to it today.
Yeah, I just added.
And I'm honestly, first target is probably going to be right around in here because price gets stuck in these boxes. This is like a little bit of a resistance box right in here too. Look at this doji here. My God. You see that one right there?
Yeah, wow.
And there's one right there. It's not perfect. The top.
Yeah.
So bottom, top, bottom. Man, that's just called chart reading.
Yeah, and now we're at the bottom again.
Right. And someone said added to Oxy yesterday. Thanks, Jess.
And GP.
Let's see.
You're welcome.
Pull up Oxy here. If you don't know, now you know. If you go over to stock charts and click on public chart list, you can get on my charts. I spent a lot of time working on these. You would not believe how long it takes to do charts. I thought Skylar was going to start helping me with these. The MFG chart.
Yeah, what happened is the chart master.
I don't know. I guess I got to come to his house and hold his hand.
I've been helping you with charts.
I know you have. I know. And it takes time, right?
Yeah, so you might have just 2 chart masters.
Just to fill out a chart. And you can't do that on every chart, you know. It's impossible. You'll just be doing it all day long. I mean, you could if that's all you did. But really, I'm just trying to show what about the chart that I like. Hey, GP, love your videos. In all your years of trading, have you ever used Bloomberg Terminal? Thanks. Do the live. No. I just don't give a fuck about news like that I care. I can't react fast enough to it. High frequency traders would have already reacted. We're just watching the money flow. I do use, I'm not a Bloomberg fan anyway. New York fucking liberals. That's what they are. Bloomberg is so awful. They are very slanted. I like Morningstar and I like Barron's. I think it's hard enough to get through both of those, don't you think?
Yeah.
And I like the Peters Report Substack and the Second Income Stream Substack. So just trying to get through all of those. But what's cool now is most of the time I have it read to me. I do. Like when our Substack comes out, you know, whether I wrote on it or didn't, you know, if it was you or me, I'll listen to it while doing charts. So I'm doing charts and I'm listening to our thing, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of times I'll work on the charts that I'm listening to. So if I go to Barron's and they had a thing on Mag 7, while doing that, I'll flip to those charts and I'll maybe update them. So Barron's is number one to me. I listen to all the news. I don't react to it. I don't expect anything from CNN or Fox. Has nothing to do with us trading. Believe me, that shit is all made up. So, and before you get that Barron's terminal, make sure you click that QR code and get my fucking stock cars trading course, or it won't matter. Building Dow at the moment. So someone's building up a position. Are you in Dow at all, Jess?
Me, yeah. I mean, it's in my buy and hold because it used to be a dog of the Dow, so I still have it.
Right.
You're
Now
still in it, right?
I've been in it 6, 7 years, 8 years, I think, since the first time it was a dog of the
So I
Dow.
shouldn't get out since it's got removed from the Dow.
No. You know what else got removed from the Dow?
Walgreens.
Right. AT&T. Didn't that get removed?
Yeah, but that was before my time in the stock market.
It wasn't that long ago, was it?
I mean, I don't know. I don't
Let's see. Now look at it. It's now trading
like
overvalued. This is the first time in my fucking life that I can remember that AT&T is traded overvalued. My entire life, this thing has been red in my account. When I first started buying it, it was in the 50s. It has done nothing but go down since I've owned it. But I continue to buy stage ones. So let me show you what I mean. Let's see if I can pull it up on a monthly. Well, shit, this has been a while back then. 2011. Look where
wow.
it's, and now look where it's at. But look at all these stage ones, dude. Look at all this time. So from 2019 to 2023, you know what you could have said to me? This is dead money, Gerald. It's dead money.
Yeah.
This is opportunity cost. You could be buying something. That is real. But so is building out a portfolio, adding shares, and waiting. Because I just don't believe, now in trading, there's opportunity costs. You're just sitting and waiting for a trade to take off, waiting for a trade because you're trading. You're trying to make money right now. But on a buy and hold, man, best thing that could happen. Remember 3M?
Yeah.
How
Now
long
I'm up. Now it's more than like a double.
So if you would have been consistently just adding stage ones, you're sitting pretty good right now. That happens. It can take these companies 2 or 3 years to get their shit together. And during that time, you're adding shares, man. That's where my biggest wins have come from. So I do get that while you're doing that, you could have been buying fucking whatever. But that's always in perfect, looking back, man. Okay, someone mentioned Tesla. Tesla's in the news. Everybody hates
Yeah.
Tesla.
Tesla looks perfect. Perfect stage 1.
But everyone hates it, don't they? I mean, they're throwing rocks at the cars here. I mean, the best thing to do is to assault and kill the car owner, right?
Yeah, that's just ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, how left-wing are you if you're doing that? It's crazy, man. Why do you even care? That's the other part. This is a nice chart here, huh?
Yeah.
Look at that. Boom. Boom. I probably don't need that one. As for, here's our anchor. Honestly, that was a breakout there, but today's really the first day that to me looks like it has some momentum. You know what I mean?
Yeah, today it looks like good.
Yeah, today's really the first day. We got our sideways action right in there. I mean, this is the exact same chart setup, right, as the others.
Yeah, Amazon.
I wrote this like a week ago.
2 weeks ago?
Or 2 weeks ago. What does that say? Buy above 245, not below.
Not below.
So let's see what the price is today.
245.39.
And then we just said today's the first day. It looks like it has some real.
Yeah.
How is that possible?
You've been doing it a long time.
Yeah. I get taken for granted, man.
Yeah, for sure. You
I
should look
told
at
you
Reddit.
2 weeks ago, I told you the exact price that we would buy it for because I project it out. I see these patterns. I go, you know what's going to happen in my mind. Now, obviously, I don't know 100%. I'm just sharing experience, but I'm waiting to buy above 245. Boom. Now today we're over 245, and it looks like it's the first day that we have some real action. Not below. So if it would have turned down, I don't want to buy it. Man.
Right.
And I would wait till the next stage 1 if I did. Wow.
Look at Reddit.
Crazy. Man, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah, that chart's perfect.
I impressed my damn self. Let's see. I am my favorite trader. Oof.
You see the doji? The price stop of the doji right at the 200?
Oof. Oh, I see what you're seeing. The doji right there.
Yeah, it literally closed and opened at the 200.
Oof. It's something I need to be talking more about is divergence. Divergence confuses people. It used to confuse the shit out of me.
Yeah, it's confusing.
Yeah.
You almost sound it almost sounds crazy when you're talking about it.
Yeah, basically one thing and the indicators are doing something else. So you may have the TSI doing a bullish crossover. MACD's ticking up. RSI was down. Now it's coming out of the RSI zone, and yet price keeps going lower. What are you looking at?
The dog, sorry.
Oh, okay. I thought somebody came in the room.
Not a dog.
You're a trader.
Yeah, you're everyone's favorite YouTuber.
Not really. I actually lost followers this week. That blows my mind. I watched the last few videos. I thought they were good, man.
Did you post any videos this week? Yeah, you did. At the beginning of the week. Yeah.
And I've been trying to do more on Instagram, trying to do shorter ones. I was going to do one today on evergreen skills.
No
just
one's
short snippets, like the 3 keys to a successful life. It's these things, these acronyms that I try to live by, man. Not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. Let's see. Okay. Now, me and Ethan have been trading Bitcoin. I thought it was going to rip today, dude. Let's look at Bitcoin. Sunday, for this Sunday, I need to bring back Sunday service. It's hard for me. Sunday service is hard to do. But I definitely need it at least on Sundays. I think I'm going to record it. I don't like doing it live necessarily. And we can email it out too, where I go over 10 or 20 charts,
Yeah.
Mark them up for for everybody in Discord. It's just good to hear it, And if I do a good job, you don't even need the chart in front of you. You could listen and have the charts in front of you. Someone told me they can't see it, but if you have the chart in front of you and I have the chart in front of you,
I have
you can do it on audio. You don't even need a video.
Yeah, like I'm pulling up the charts now for every chart you put in so I could see it.
Right.
Better.
That's when you can explain charts well. If someone can follow along and not even see a picture, you're doing a pretty good job of explaining it. That's what's so important. I always know when they don't know the money flow, because if I'm like, boom, here's the anchor, 3 bars over, you see how it's breaking above the 5. And if you can't picture that in your head, you don't really know the money flow. Gavin says, I tell everyone who will listen about your content, GP. It's great. So much fluff out there. Yeah, I appreciate that. I think that's part of what it is. It's also just harder today to gain followers. It really is.
Yeah, it's really competitive.
Yeah. And I'm competing with guys with hot chicks in the background, fucking Lambos, they're in mansions. And it's like,
you're going to have to start taking off your shirt. Shirtless videos.
It's the only option. Dude, I should do that one day. Just see, besides my wife freaking the fuck out.
Then you can get your son, and do a video at the same time. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
I should do that on Instagram today. I'll just do it shirtless like it's nothing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Dude, you know how much I'd be made fun of? They would be tearing me up, man. Let's see. I'm getting too old for that. Let's see. So Bitcoin, man. I don't know. I got Bitcoin futures contracts going. Me and
I
Ethan.
mean, you should do it shirtless and see if you get any unfollows or you
Just
get
see
more
what
followers.
Yeah. Also, but if I get like triple the views, then I'll know what's up, right?
Yeah, you just got to do some push-ups and some sit-ups, and you're back.
Right. It'll be all the lesbian girls following me, encouraging me to keep.
Oh God.
Let's see. People do get easily distracted, and that's just value system,
That's
man.
just thanks to TikTok. I fucking hate that thing.
Yeah.
It ruined everyone's attention span. I can't stand that.
I think
Like the 7-second, no one has like attention span more than like 3 or 7 seconds now.
Yeah, that's crazy. I feel like mine's longer than that, but I will say that YouTube has messed up my attention. Like I'm watching a movie yesterday, an actual movie, which is very difficult to do these days for me. And they start panning across. And dude, we're a minute in and we're still panning. And then there's smoke coming up. It's 4 minutes in and nobody's talked or done anything. And it's like, bro, I can't watch this. Like, what is, like, is the whole movie going to be like this? Like, but because YouTube, it's it. Yes, let's go. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can't do that on YouTube. You can't just fucking show some shit and like not talk for 4 minutes. Like, that's not a thing. Let's see. I have to say, I have also tried multiple strategies, but always kept coming back to the money flow. Thank you for all your content education. Plus, swing trading feels much less stressful. It's less stressful for you too, right, Jess?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what day trading helps do. Let's see. They're all style or substance. You're the real deal. World's over. I appreciate that, man. It's good to hear that, man. I do appreciate it. I needed it today. Let's see. Sometimes I need it too, man. 30-minute chart. Look at all this sideways action we got going. I'm looking.
So we're either going up or down.
Right. And so, but look what we see. This is a little bit of divergence. Price is basically going sideways, right?
Would you call the 20 irrelevant here?
Yes. Once it goes sideways, I'm not even looking at the
Okay.
20. Price above, price below. But the MACD's on the bullish side ticking up. The TSI.
So is the TSI.
Yeah. So that's saying to the upside.
And what about the money flow and the 14 RSI?
The 14 RSI is kind of floundering.
It's flat too.
Yeah, they're
but isn't
flat.
the RSI ahead of the other indicators?
Yes. And if you look at the money flow,
it's
really
up.
It's up. So I'm expecting a break to the upside. Problem is overhead is right here, 84. So that's only a 300. No, it's a $700 move. But what we would like to do is take some share trades. Me and Ethan were talking about 50 contracts today.
Wow.
That'd be some money. Looking to get out at 86,250. Now that would be a nice little chunk of money right there. So yeah, I'm long that, and I think I'm gonna do a video on this, or I thought about we could do a seminar maybe. I don't know. On how to use the Coinbase futures platform. I think it's a great way for
maybe
anybody
you could do a
to
short
Bitcoin.
video to promote the webinar.
Yeah.
So like, don't give it all away in the video, and then
because you can also trade, and futures are better than options because futures don't decay like options do.
Yeah, they're
following the price.
Yeah.
And then you can roll out of them and roll into the next one because they're either monthly or
quarterly.
So
why would anyone do options when you could just do futures?
The leverage, a lot of times the leverage is like 30, 40, 50 to 1,
In options?
Yeah, it can be. A 10% move could be 120% move in options. But here's the thing, because of the decay, I'm not going to put no $5,000 into an options trade. So you're going to put like $500. Okay, you double it. You made $500.
What if you get leaps?
Well, you could do leaps, and that's further out, and we could get into all that. We need Michael Crow to do that for us. I won't watch, but somebody will.
Yeah, I can't do it.
I mean, at some point we need an options person in the MFG. But look on the daily on the MACD, or daily on Bitcoin is turning into a doji, bro. Doesn't really matter though, right? It's not an extreme doji.
He just started ticking down, but it's on the bullish side. But it's ticking down.
Yep. It is neat how the NASDAQ and the SPY are basically matching each other. Have you noticed that?
Right at the 200 or right below. They're right below it.
I've been adding every day to XRP. I mean, look at this support here. Crazy. I need to get Dan on a video to talk stocks. See what he's looking at. The fucker gets lucky.
He's going to say whatever Gerald Peters is looking at.
No, he gets lucky. He actually, I think I told you this. He follows a guy that is the guy's good. And he's on CNBC sometimes. But the guy has a whole fucking crew. He has like 15 people that help him, that work with him, that put on the show, that analyze stocks, this, that. And they
Do you see yourself working with 15 people?
Yeah. I mean, not in the same building, but like remotely. That would be great. Like me and you work remotely. We get together like once a month. I'm trying to bring in other people to help with that, chart masters and things like that. I would like to be free to work on lots of content and not have to spend as much time doing, like I would love that, like this podcast can, with that equipment you got, I can give you my stream key and you can go live and it'll post to my channel.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So like you and someone else could go live, talk charts, and it'll post to my channel. I don't even have to worry about it. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Another thing you don't have to worry about.
Right. Well, I mean, obviously I'd keep posting and shit, but it'd be cool if every day there's stuff hitting every day, We're covering shit every day. It's hard for me to do that and read and stay ahead and meet people and write. Like it gets tough. Some days I need to, if you ever notice, whenever the market sells off, I don't comment as much or post as much because I'm reading. I'm trying to get my mind around what's happening. When the market's going up, it's easy. So this was my previous high target zone on silver. Bro, look where it hit and turned around. Hold on.
Previous high target zone.
Yeah, and it wasn't like I put it at the top, right? Like I didn't put it at $49. I put it at $46. It hit exactly in that box, dude. How is that possible?
Price has memory.
Yeah, but like that box, I could have put in any location up in here, but I chose that one. I don't want to say why. Then I give away everything. I do have some secrets, and it hit in my box fucking exactly and then turned around. How is that possible? I impress myself some days. Let's see. But that is amazing right there.
Yeah, the other two bars pretty much hit it too.
Yeah. But to feel it from top to bottom and then reverse and then head down is mind-blowing to me. Mind-blowing. Mind fucking blowing. This is easy. Look, it stopped here before. Right?
Yeah.
Bro. Yeah, these are easy, man. This has been easy trading right here, man. First target hit, second target will be up in here. We're still in this air trade.
You didn't trim it though, right?
No, I haven't. Even though that first target, a lot of times I don't necessarily hit those first targets. I'm just giving them to people to, I don't know how big, if you're trading a massive position and you're trying to get a lot of money from a trade, you need to trim more often, in my opinion.
Yeah. I didn't trim it because I was waiting for the RSI to go extreme.
Do you have a book talking about BNB trades? Yeah, we're like 80% done, huh?
Yeah.
I gotta get on that, man. I gotta get on that and finish.
I'll put some shirtless pics in there.
It might help. Be sitting on there. It might help. I don't think it would. Uncle G, you loving Exxon breaking out? on the weekly. Yeah, we need to bring Nick in to work with us.
Yeah. Why isn't Nick working with us yet?
I don't know, man.
You and Nick need we all have to have a meeting, or you have
Right.
a meeting?
You have to tell him how weird I am at times.
I think he knows.
It's hard, right? At times.
Maybe he doesn't know to the extent, but he knows you're weird.
Right.
Everyone knows you're weird, and everyone in Discord has to know.
Like when you were first working with me, you'd write up stuff, send it to me, I'd look at it and just delete it.
Yeah,
right?
I didn't know you were doing that.
Yeah, you didn't know. And then after a while, you're like, he's not even using my shit.
Well, I noticed you weren't using it.
Right. You know what 90% of people do at that point? Well, fuck this guy. And they move on. I was just seeing how long you would do it. Because what's more important to me isn't how good you are or the quality of the work, is that you won't quit. Because if you won't quit, you can train them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because what good does it do to have someone that's badass who can do everything, but they quit? Right? So I'd rather have a fucking retard work with me who's there every day than someone who's amazing, who's, now, I don't know. That doesn't go over well with everyone. Especially if they've had a job their whole life. That's the hardest part with trading, being an entrepreneur. Most of the work I do is totally free. Nobody pays me to do shit. Most of the work you do is free. Like, you're not getting paid. You only get paid if people like it. It's like right now I'm writing 2 books. Nobody's paying me to write shit. So sometimes you have to stop and go do shit that makes you money and then come back to this. But here's an example. I wrote The Money Flow technically in like 2015. The edition we're using now says 2019 because I put a new cover to start selling it because Chris Johnson talked me into selling it.
So you weren't even selling it before that?
No, I wrote the book with no intention of selling it.
Oh, wow. Oh, it's just for you.
Yeah, in case I died. Nobody works like that. But what you'll do for free will pay you the most money. You've heard me say that, right?
Yeah.
There you go, man. That's the secret to life. If you only work when you get paid, you'll never make that much money. You'll always get that.
A wage.
Right. Yeah, it's very confusing to people who've only gotten paid salaries,
Yeah, wage or salary, whatever.
Let's see. So the air trade's still going. No reason to cut it. We got a doji here, but it wasn't on an extreme. I don't too much worry about dojis on a 7 RSI. They happen too often,
So would you trim it, or you're just going to let it come back to a stage 1 and add again?
I wouldn't trim it. If you were going to, you should have at $69.
Yeah.
If you're trading on margin, I think we've talked about this. I would use the 7 RSI and I would I would take down on that. Otherwise, I would wait for the bigger payday and use that.
Yeah, I have it in my trading account, so
yeah.
It's a position trade.
Now, are you buying into this AMD thing? Do you think this is a legit breakout?
I thought it was like a couple days ago. Now, not really. This just looks like we have more time to keep adding.
Yeah. I mean, we know they're going to turn at some point. And usually about the time we hate them is when it's time to turn.
Yeah, like this might be it.
And it's broken the downsloping channel.
Right. And if it broke 102, which it did, we could consider it a real breakout.
Do you see the doji there?
Yeah.
That doji hit on the money flow extreme, bro.
Yeah, that's a perfect doji too.
Perfect doji, and the money flow dropped below 20. Man, you could almost trade on that. Seriously. I used to trade dojis just independent of themselves. And the next day they would pop, bam, I'm out. It would just be a quick trade. Should we use margin for B&B trades? Should you? That's a personal decision. But I trade B&B trades in my SIS second income stream account. Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, just to offset erosion. Make sure the market's in your favor. I wouldn't be trying to do that and do a stage 4 fucking decline. This is the whole point of the wind. We study the wind. If you go to the petersreport.com, you go to the back, page 35 is my homework that I do every Sunday that a lot of people don't fucking bother to do, which is why you'll never be a great trader. The reason I'm able to pick these zones and know things because I do my homework every Sunday. You do too, right?
Yeah, I started on Saturday.
Yeah, I usually start. I mean, it makes a difference, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I can't stress it enough. I don't know why people don't do it. The way that I do it, I created that method, stages on the board, the breakouts. I've never seen anyone ever who does homework like I do. I've never seen anyone using the win and labeling the 7. And I used to just do 4. And as I began to teach it, I started adding bonds and Bitcoin. And so now there's 7 wins. You could have other wins. There's minor wins. I mean, the 11 sectors, right?
The IWM.
The IWM, the IWC, the Bitcoin one for miners, I guess. Remember that? What's that one for?
Yeah, WGMI.
These are wins. They're like secondary wins. They're not as strong as the Bitcoin win. Yeah. But if Bitcoin's running and none of the miners are, I would then drop down and wait for the miner ETF to fucking start to move. I mean, once you understand, you got to learn the homework, man. Apply for MHG Capital soon. Got to get vetted at New Orleans. Oh, yeah. If you're going to work with me, you got to come here or to Texas. Either way. Or Florida. We're going to go to Florida for a bit. And there's units for rent in my building. So people could come and we could use the conference room they have there to get together and do stuff. So I'm thinking about this summer doing a Florida one. And some people, if it's just guys, like guys could, or girls or whatever, they could get together and share a unit. A couple guys share a unit or whatever. Or bring your family, and your family's got the problem when you bring family is then you're worried about your family when we're trying to do shit. That's the problem. Let's see. It is, yeah, and then you can't just run with it. If you're onto something, you can't just keep doing it because you're feeling, well, I'm hungry and all that shit.
Or the family's hungry.
Yeah. Now, if the family can be self-sufficient,
that's completely different story.
Right. It's very rare. And then as I'm sitting there talking and they're looking at their phone and I just want to throw their phone in the ocean. Let's see. Yeah. I need to start telling you to prep people before they come to me.
Yeah.
I never get on my phone, do I?
No.
No. And I'm a social influencer. So if I don't touch my phone, you better not touch yours. But they will. People will pick it up. And I usually go, that's one. The third one, I'm walking away. Let's see. And your phone better not ring around me. That drives me crazy too. Let's see. My phone never rings. Look at
except
copper.
It was supposed to, except you had it on loud today.
I did today so I could wake up. And it never rang. Nobody called, nothing. Let's see. Everybody's used to it not ringing, so they don't bother calling me.
That's what I was like. It's not going to ring. Like, what's the point?
What's the point? The point is you tried. All right. I'm currently long gold futures contracts. I'm going to start closing these down. I'm going to take them down, I think, into the weekend.
GameStop's breaking out.
GameStop. What do you think about gold here? I'm long futures contracts. Would you?
Well, that is gold. I mean, you should probably trim them because of RSI is extreme.
RSI is extreme, and we're possibly putting in what looks to be a doji here.
Yeah, I would trim them or close it.
Right, that's what I'm thinking.
What do you do in futures? You trim it or you close it?
You can trim. If you buy like 10 contracts, you can sell 5, right?
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna sell all but 1. And that way, just in case that motherfucker pops open on Monday, I could close it out for a little bit of a bump. And if it closes down, then I just don't lose much. Bitcoin contracts, I'm going to hold open. Bitcoin tends to run in the weekend.
There's nothing else going on.
Right. Now, me and Ethan are going to start trying to. Hey, guys, if you don't know, hit my QR code, get the course. That's what it says right there, I guess. Me and Ethan are going to start trying to do a Bitcoin show. I tentatively record it and drop it on Wednesday nights. All things Bitcoin, but mostly from day trading Bitcoin to swing trading Bitcoin to buying and holding Bitcoin to earning passive income with Bitcoin. Bitcoin ties in with all of our strategies: day trading, swing trading, position trading, buy and hold, and the second income stream. We can earn money on Bitcoin, right?
Yeah.
Did you know that you can buy Bitto?
Yeah, I have some.
And M1 Finance, and it has 40% margin maintenance.
Yeah. This is my biggest position in M1.
Right. So then you can borrow against it to buy either more Bitto or buy something else. So it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, like my biggest position is Bitto, and then like I started my B cap position in M1 with it was all on margin. I didn't pay for any of the B cap.
Right.
And it's in a full position.
And that's in M1?
M1, yeah.
That's cool, right?
Yeah.
And there's something I keep having to explain to people. I guess I need to do more margin videos. Margin is different everywhere. So the way M1 does their margin is different. I like the way M1 does their margin for regular folks, you know?
Yeah.
Let's check in with Apple. Apple's setting up for a swing trade.
Amazon too.
Oh. I
The video.
didn't text them or anything because I was really out of it yesterday. I need to post them today. I took a position yesterday in AMZU. I didn't even tell you.
You didn't tell me?
I didn't tell you either, dude. I
Wow.
told you I was fucked up yesterday. I passed out. I literally did it right before I fell asleep. Because look, you see the doji on Amazon?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, and it's right at support, bro. I mean, no one should need me to tell them, right?
Right.
So Amazon, I got into it. It's basically the same price I got in. So I guess I should text that out when we get off here. CONL, Coinal. I got in that as a swing trade. And what's the other one?
CLSK, Carvana.
No, these are leveraged.
URTY.
Well, I'm in that. That's the trade of the week. This was a stock, single stock, but I'm using the 2X. I'm logging in now. I have a tiny thing in HIMS. I'm not in it as big as everyone else.
It has a 2X.
HIMS does?
Yeah, HIMS with the Z. It's like $20 a share.
Okay, I didn't know that. Let's see.
Yeah, it's a Defiance fund.
Uber.
So you did add Uber.
Yeah, but I didn't add to Uber. I'm swing trading it with the
You got UBRL.
Right. So yeah, I know. I forgot to tell anybody. Was it URBL?
Yeah, you didn't tell us.
I know. I'm letting you know now. Hey, look, I'm already up 7% in that one.
Oh wow, we could have all been up 7% too if you told us. I'm just kidding.
Well, that's true. And I also feel like if you just follow along.
I added to Uber on Wednesday, so I'm ready. I'm ahead of you.
You should be ahead of me. I give everyone my plays, right? So
yeah.
watch. If you come to the
Except I told you I added. I'm just kidding.
Right. You come to the Peters report. Well, that's why I need help. Where's it at? Let's go to page 35. I'm going to tell you what I'm doing this week. Now, I won't tell you exact moment, but that's supposed to be why I text, right? What do you see on here? CONL, right?
Yep.
AMZU and Uber.
Yeah.
And that's the ones I just told you I did, right?
Yep.
So no one really, once you understand the money flow, we're just trading together, guys. You don't need me. I'm not holding your hand. And a lot of the people that get the maddest about that, I have some people, why didn't you text me? Bro, it's on the homework.
I need confirmation that my Amazon order ad yesterday was right. I'm just kidding.
Well, there's that. And I get it. Some people are new. Some people are brand new. They're brand fucking new. So they don't know what we all know. So that's the reason I do text. But once a guy's been in a year or two, bro, if you just look at the homework, you're going to know what's up, you know? And the idea, I want people to trade. When I drop dead, I hope they're still trading the money flow, man. I don't want it to go with me. Oh, look, Tim joined us. He's finally here.
What's up, Tim?
I'm just share the love, GP. Yeah, I do. Normally I text, but I try to be transparent. I let you know when I fuck up.
Oh,
too.
Gerald, you didn't text me.
Oh, I know I didn't. Yeah, and I let people know, man. Like I'm not hiding anything.
You didn't add to SoFi?
Add to it? No. I almost bought the 2X.
Yeah.
I have a huge position in SoFi. I was buying it in the $4 range. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I was just wondering about this at the 2X.
Yeah. So if I had no SoFi, I would probably buy some. If I had no Uber, I would have been buying Uber. But I have a bunch. So one of the things, if you trade with me over a long period of time, we're going to build all this out. And what do you do, Jess, if you don't have the money and I'm taking a trade? What do you do?
Just paper trade.
But you actually enter the order in, right, on a platform.
Yeah, and you don't need to tell anybody it was a paper trade. You could just say that you added.
Right.
No, yeah.
How many people you think do that? No, not many, bro. Because they'll tell me, "Oh, if I had some money, I'd trade with you." Dude, you don't.
Yeah, you could just paper trade
with me. You need money to make money trading with me. What you will do for free will make you the most money. So if you're so addicted to trading that you have to paper trade because you have to be in the market, what happens when you get money after you've been paper trading and you take some real trades, lots of paper trades? Well, what you're getting is called fucking experience.
Yeah.
Jesus, fuck, dude. I got guys, they've been in 2 years, they've barely taken 10 trades, man. It's like crazy.
Yeah, well, in day trading, you'll do 10 trades in 3 minutes, like a crackhead.
Yeah. So, and that's a reason you're working with me. That's the reason. That's part of the reason.
Just your day trading?
Well, no, I mean, just that, you'll paper trade.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most people aren't doing that, And you'll deal with my craziness. Let's see. That's it, man. I think we're doing good. I'm glad I mentioned those. I'll text those out. Anything you wanted to add? Did you see the MFG boob shop?
Yeah, I saw that. Are you going to post any more?
I was going to post it on my Instagram, but I didn't know. I didn't want to make,
I thought you're supposed to post it.
I should, huh?
Yeah.
You think any of the ladies is in the MFG will get mad? I mean, it's covered up.
Mad? I don't get it. Who's getting mad?
I don't know. I'm just, always try to be, sensitive to everyone's
boobs. Everyone with the shirt on, everyone's seen that.
I would think so. Maybe not as much.
I mean, if you're an adult.
Right. Some people are trying to see. They can't, though. They gotta. But I get what you're saying. Now, why is my camera way over here? Just noticed it was way over here. I was at the very bottom. Let me drop my background for just a second. I was testing my one for the Bitcoin show.
Yeah, it looks good.
So everything's breaking out. Market looks good. All the indexes are stage one.
Everything's breaking out except Nike.
Right. Should make for easy homework this week, right? And
yeah, I mean, there's some stage fours.
On my homework board, I am not going to list every fucking stock I have in the stage one section of my homework. Some of my, if I'm not adding to them, I typically won't even mention them. I was going to, I actually put more on mine than I do if it's just me. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you're doing it for other people too.
People so because I figured out if I never list Exxon, they never buy fucking Exxon, and I don't buy $100,000 of it, and it's not cheap enough for me to even think about it. But if I didn't own it, I would want to buy it here. And like I did that with BX. Remember, I would put it on there and say, I'm not buying it. If I was you, I would. And then BX went a lot higher. And so that brought, reminded me, it's like, hey, bro, just because you're not buying it, if you think it's good, buy here, put it on your sheet,
Yeah.
I'm trying to be more aware of that. And I don't like the text message part of our thing. I was trying to figure out a way around that. I wish we could do it just on Substack. It would work.
Yeah, some people like the text though.
It would work though, because you could. Can't you set the settings that if I wish there was a way on Substack where only if it was a note. Not everyone's on there though. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. Not everyone. Well, man.
Yeah, and I don't want to add another app just for people to have an app, but the texting thing is it's a pain in the ass, dude. A lot of times they get blocked by the phone companies. I can't write the word Bitcoin because they'll have scammers sending things. I got to be careful.
God.
I got to be careful what I write and what I say on there. And it's expensive. They only give you 140 characters. And people don't realize this. It costs like up to a nickel, up to 9 cents per text. Well, if you're texting 500 fucking people,
it's like a $30 text.
Every time I text costs $20 to $35. So if I text twice in a day, that's could be $60. And so if you think about that, if we do that over a month, I mean, that's a lot of money that could be put into, I don't know, doing something else for the group other than just sending text messages. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though I like it at times and other times I don't. I don't know. I'm trying to think on it. But
I like it.
But just adding another fucking platform or adding in like you could add Signal, you could add Telegram. Not everyone's going to use it. It's not going to go off, but text message goes right to your fucking phone,
Yeah.
And you could say, well, some people could do text and some not if they don't want to pay for it. Okay, but now you got to track that. Like it's not easy. And let's say this is just behind the scenes stuff, guys, so you understand. So think about this. Whoever, if someone quits the MFG, you have to take them off the text message service because they're separate platforms. In everyone's brain, if they join my behind the scenes Instagram, somehow that puts them in Discord. They're different fucking platforms.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
Or they'll sign up for Substack and then they go, how do I get in Discord? What the fuck does Substack have to do with Discord?
Yeah, they're all different things.
They're all different things.
Telegram's
they're not connected at all. There's no way for me to connect Substack to Discord. You would have to have a person who does this. And when you quit Discord, they would remove you from Substack. Like that costs money to pay someone to sit and track all of these things. I don't think people see that shit in the background.
You pay your office manager?
Yeah, I pay everyone. Pay the Discord manager. Pay you, right? Everyone gets paid. That's why I was freaking out when people were like, oh, you had the Substack? Now we got to pay for it? Motherfucker, you think they're writing free? Jesus fuck. Like, drives me crazy.
The office manager told me she doesn't get paid.
Oh, they get paid. Believe me. They get paid. They all get paid. Someone said you could do alerts on Discord only. You can. Sometimes I do. But then I get people who complain because we are
alerts on Discord only?
Meaning just post.
Well, what if you're not in Discord?
Well, then you wouldn't get the alert. That's what they're trying to say. So, well, what if you don't have your phone on you? What if you're same thing. Meaning you could set it where if I post in the GP channel or the alert channel, we could have an alert channel. Then you can have the setting where it notifies you.
Yeah.
Pretty sure there's a way to do that. Is there a way? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that means that they'd have to be in the Discord to start getting the text. Isn't that the case anyways? If they're on the text thing, aren't they in the Discord?
Yeah, but you have to join them. They're separate. So there's some people who just get the text alerts.
Oh,
and
I didn't
they're-
know that.
And they're not in Discord. They don't want to be in Discord. They don't want to use Discord. And then there's some that are in Discord. They don't even need the text alerts. You get what I'm saying?
So how do they get on the tech? They just say,
When-
I don't want Discord.
Yeah. So no, when they join us, they get a link to sign up for Discord. There's a link to get into the text messages. And then after they do all of that, they got to let me know their Discord handle so I can attach, not me, but the office manager, so we can attach it to their account. And then we need to know the phone number that they opted into the alerts with. All this has to be tracked.
So how much do you charge people to get on the alerts?
No, it's part of their Discord thing.
That's what I'm saying. How are you on the alerts if you're not in the Discord?
They just choose not to be in Discord.
But are they paying for it?
Yeah. They really just want the alerts, though.
Yeah, I didn't know you could just pay for alerts.
You can't. This is what I'm saying. Everything comes, Discord and alerts come, it's a package, but you have to fucking install it. You have to get on
You're
there.
saying they get the whole thing, but they don't actually even go on the Discord?
Right. They don't use the Discord. They don't have any interest. They're 75 fucking years old and don't want to talk to anybody in Discord. You get what I'm saying? They don't want to download an app.
Yeah. So they're just getting the
They just get the text. The fucking internet.
So the text alerts and the Discord's all the same price.
Yeah. The text alerts come with this. Jesus.
Right. I see what you're saying.
I hate when I rip that out. It's so loud in my ear. Yeah, no, the text alerts come with Discord right now. I mean, it's the way it's always been, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. God forbid I make a fucking change. I'm not allowed to change anything. People freak out. Can't write something. Fucking they freak out. Man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Most of them think it should all be free and I should just work every fucking day, send them all my information and they pay nothing. Like that's the I mean, that's what it seems like. Because anything I add, all I do is get a lot of people. I mean, some people love it, obviously, but every time I add something new, I get lots of bitching. Oh, why'd you do this? Like, you can't do any, you can't even experiment or try things, man. People start flipping out, dude. And they can't grasp the concept that this is separate from this and this is different from this. It's not all the same. They're like, oh, well, can I just have a package and it pays for everything? And it's like, okay. But you still got to go sign up at fucking Substack and they're not going to let me give them the money, dude. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, you can't just do that. That's not a thing. It doesn't exist. So, and then, you know, they'll act like they're being put out. Dude, try it on my end. You know how fucking complicated this all gets?
Yeah, I mean, some people have 3 Substacks.
What do you mean? Running them?
No, like 3 paid newsletters just under one person.
Yeah.
Like, it's not uncommon.
Yeah, not uncommon
So
at all.
people get confused, and it's like,
yeah,
there's a bunch of people out there with
so I'm
multiple Substacks.
constantly trying to think on these things. Best way for us to get information out, best way to put it out, best way to alert people. Because I don't want an alert service. I don't want people just blindly following. I want them to build a portfolio and be part of the community and, you know, bring me trade ideas and help me, you know, ultimately that's the whole point, right? Like-minded people trading together. It's not just me. The problem is when I remove myself, it goes non-money flow. I mean, I don't have to be gone long and all of a sudden we're looking at some shit from fucking Seeking Alpha. It has nothing to do with the money flow. We're adding this and adding that. And that's when I flip out, man. There is no reason to add anything that's not money flow. There is no reason at all because it sucks and it doesn't work over time. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. That's why I don't allow options in the group because very quickly it turns into, well, this isn't money flow exactly, or Gerald didn't quite. That's why I don't want them in there because they can't seem to do it in a way that does it in around the money flow. Yeah. Although I think options work great with the B&B trades. I think they work great.
They definitely work.
Yeah. I mean, that's the way I would do my options, you know. And the other reason too is like I don't want anything in there that we haven't clearly explained or taught people. I personally have no interest in teaching people fucking options. The thought of it makes me want to puke. So that's why until I have an options teacher, and that teacher needs to know the money flow inside and fucking out.
And then they have to be good at
And
writing
be
options.
only money flow. If they're anything else, fuck them. They're not teaching in my thing. You're either sold out to doing just money flow or fuck off if you're teaching with me. That's why we don't have a lot of teachers. Because they keep doing other shit. Let's see. Straight line, follow money flow. That's it, man. Pretty goddamn simple.
Yeah.
And hey, maybe you could recommend books from other teachers. Like our last fucking moderator. Let's see. Now, Nick says MFG needs a custom CRM. I agree with you, bro. We could talk about that. I could explain to you my concerns about it, and maybe you could explain to me why it's not a concern. And have I not? I've had you meet with groups, right, that want to do shit.
Yeah. What's a CRM?
I can't take the meetings anymore. He's talking about like a platform where everything's on there, like an app that has everything. That would be ideal. Like the app would send out an alert. It would have like a.
But then people have to download another app.
Yeah, but it would be everything. It would be everything in the one, and from there they can get to Discord. From there they can get to Substack, and you know, and if they have a subscription, it'll show. It'll let you in, right? And it would be cool because then if let's say you've ever bought one of my ebooks and you lose it, it'll be in there if you have it, right? And so there's a lot of cool shit in there. That shit's not cheap, and it's something you got to keep managing. And also, people can use it against me. Like, what if me and Nick get in a fight? He'd be like, "Fuck you, do your own fucking CR." Now it's it that quick one. And if you're around me, you're gonna get in a fight with me. Yes or no?
Yeah.
At some point. Usually very quickly. And so you got to be able to deal with that, man. And a lot of people will be like, "Hey, fuck you, dude. I ain't listening to, And now there goes our fucking thing. So that's the other problem. And then I commit to them. They got to commit to me, man. I can't hear no bullshit about, "Oh, my wife had to go." I'm going to flip out. And then now we're fighting. Like that's how it works, man. So as long as we can all work together, I guess. He bought the ebook and then lost it. That's a dilemma. People will email the office 2 years later. "Hey, I lost the ebook. Could you send me a new one?" No. Buy it. And you can't go to Barnes and Nobles and say, "Hey, I bought a book here 2 years ago, man. I lost it."
Yeah, that's true.
Or are you saying that the ebook is not that valuable, that I should just hand them out if you ever bought one? I mean, I can't even imagine texting Grant Cardone and go, "Hey, I bought your 10X book, bro. I can't find it. Can you send me another one?" I would just buy another one.
Yeah.
I bought 30 of them. Yeah, you've bought multiple ones of them. People will do that to me, though, man. Just buy another one. What the fuck, dude? It's $40. Stop.
Yeah.
Jesus fuck. Like, do a like people. Drop a like people. Oh, appreciate you. Thought he was saying, do I like people? I do like people. Probably too much, man. I am trying to help people. Got to do it in a way that serves all people, right?
Right.
Right. You're doing a good job. A lot of people are doing a good job. A lot of people in Discord are doing a good job. Just coming into Discord and saying good morning, man, is helping out. It shows people Apple just went crazy. Did Apple just take off?
On the 1 minute chart?
Oh, is that what he's looking at? A 1 minute chart?
No, I'm just guessing.
Oh, it did. Look. Wow. Maybe we should get into that. Right at the close. We can pick it up in the after hours.
Apple went out is up 1%. How is that crazy?
Well, it was just up none. I mean, it was barely up.
Yeah, but now it's okay. Ooh,
now
it's down percent. Now on a day trade, it looks crazy, but like other than that, it's like not crazy.
Yeah, TQ.
It's a nice bar. It's a nice bar, but it's not like, oh my God. But
Yeah,
if you're
this is
day
funny.
trading,
Alan said, "Hey, I misplaced that $40 you sent me for the ebook. Can you send me another one?" That's kind of the same, right? Hey, I know you paid for the book, dude, but I lost the money. Could you send me the money again? Very, very similar. That's funny. All right, man.
yeah, the TQ just ran into the close.
All right, that's a good sign, right?
Yeah.
Boom.
Bitcoin besides it just gather value.
Real estate developers in New York City, they're not buying the real estate because they want to live in it.
But like most of the people who are buying assets.
Hey guys, we appreciate you being on here. If you don't have my course, man, help hit that. I think it'll help you out. If you don't like it, I guess tell me about it. Tell me what I could do to fix it. I think it'll help your trading. You got anything else, Jess?
Now we covered everything.
Yep. Be on the lookout. We're gonna be doing a Bitcoin thing tentatively on Wednesday nights. We'll drop it, not live, probably. It'll just be video, but all things Bitcoin, trade Bitcoin from day trading it, swing trading it, position trading it, buying, holding it, bull trip,
Getting
try
income.
trip, and making income from it. All the things that we like to do, man, all in one. So
At some point want to sell the assets at a profit.
People that use fiat
that never gets old, man.
store of value. We call them poor. We call them poor.